not ignore it if you have deep internal wounds that need healing. Meditation is a familiar verb to all of us. But I believe many people still don't understand or misunderstand this method. The wonderful effects of meditation are undeniable. However, not everyone knows about the frightening side effects it can bring. Meditation also has frightening side effects that few people know about. It is truly dangerous for those who practice incorrectly. Therefore, today let's explore the true nature of meditation together. How to meditate is truly the correct way. Let's prevent unwanted harms to heal together and enjoy this beautiful life. Please subscribe to the Shadow_Archives channel to watch the latest videos. Thank you for watching the video. There are many ways to define meditation. For example, in Buddhism, meditation refers to practice methods aimed at training the mind. In yoga, meditation is a state of purity and high concentration when the mind flows unobstructed. We completely immerse ourselves in thoughts about consciousness surrounding the universe. Therefore, in yoga, meditation is also called dhyana, meaning the flow of the mind. Or according to the Cambridge Dictionary, meditation is directing attention to one single thing, and is used as a religious act or means to help people regain calm and relax the entire body. Another definition states that meditation is any action that maintains attention comfortably in the present moment. When the mind is calm and focused on the present, oneself no longer reacts to events in the past or future. Events in the past and future are the two causes of nervous tension affecting our health. In summary, although expressed differently, definitions of meditation all show this is a method to train concentration ability, thereby helping people become calm and settled to feel peace from deep within. Mindfulness meditation is the most basic and popular type of meditation that the Buddha taught us. This meditation method originates from Buddhist teachings and is a popular meditation technique in the West. In mindfulness meditation, the meditator needs to pay attention to their thoughts as they pass through the mind. The meditator should not judge or engage with them but only observe and note their feelings about those thought streams. Mindfulness meditation is a combination of concentration and awareness. Participants can clearly see the usefulness of focusing on an object or breath while observing any bodily sensations or thoughts. In Buddhism, mindfulness meditation is at the first level of the four jhanas, including first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and fourth jhana. These are 4 levels of meditation practice that meditators can achieve. First is the first jhana. The first jhana level helps meditators abandon worldly desires because internal comfort is sufficient and pure, not needing external material desires. The meditator's being is in a state of peace and tranquility. First jhana is the first level of attainment in the 4 jhanas. Passing this first level, the meditator has achieved mindful awareness and eliminated the hindrances of the 5 hindrances. As mentioned, mindful awareness means we know how to reflect on ourselves, our life philosophy, and are aware of the integrity of each moment in life. Mindful awareness refers to a serene, peaceful life in daily activities. With a clear mind, knowing the object worth contacting, and being awake about what one is doing. This is a form of walking meditation applied in daily life. manifested through mindful awareness or mindful attention to bodily activities, both making the mind progress relaxedly, harmoniously, clearly, and making all activities become leisurely, rhythmic, and precise. The 5 hindrances are 5 veils that prevent people from seeing ignorance in the mind, such as greed, hatred, delusion, conceit, and doubt. The 5 hindrances include sensual desire, ill will, sloth, torpor, restlessness, worry, and doubt. They hinder success in meditation practice and prevent body and mind from being peaceful and calm. First is greed. Greed refers to the state of craving sensual pleasures, enjoyment through the 5 senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. It also includes intense desires to seek pleasure in other activities as well as craving material wealth. Greed is a veil that obscures wisdom, causing people to easily create many evil karmas, harming themselves and others, creating suffering in this life and the next. Moreover, the social evils, heartbreaking stories caused by greed for alcohol and gambling. Greed has created countless tragedies in life. Second is anger. Anger is the second obstacle among the 5 hindrances. Anger includes both states of anger and hatred, manifested through outward rage or hidden resentment and bitterness in the heart. Just 1 minute of anger, without mindfulness or restraint, can cause crimes and harm to oneself and others. In the long term, anger shows danger no less than greed, as it leads to unpredictable, disastrous consequences. Mental illnesses like depression, insanity, and cardiovascular incidents often stem from anger. To best eliminate anger, one must cultivate love towards that very object. Once known to love others as oneself, anger from others will diminish. Third is dullness. Dullness is the third obstacle, referring to the heaviness of the body and the obscurity of consciousness, causing people to lose agility and liveliness, becoming stagnant and sluggish. Additionally, this is also a psychological state of fatigue, lethargy, laziness, and drowsiness. Restlessness and remorse need agitation and regret. Agitation refers to the state where mind and body are always restless, limbs unable to stay still, mind often wandering with scattered thoughts. Remorse refers to unceasing regret and torment over past mistakes, which directly affects present life. Fifth is doubt. Doubt is suspicion and skepticism, a great veil obscuring the perception of truth. The mind constantly raises skeptical questions about one's own abilities. Thus, the first level of the 4 meditations helps meditators attain the discernment of dharmas and eliminate the 5 hindrances of body and mind. Achieving the first meditation quickly or slowly depends on each person's diligence in meditation practice. Second meditation is the second level in the 4 meditations. Second meditation is the second level in the 4 meditations. At this level, meditators become familiar with the concept of eliminating initial and sustained application to enter the second. So what is eliminating initial and sustained application? Eliminate. Initial application is thought, sustained application is attention or mental factors. Eliminating initial and sustained application means removing coarse sensual desires to enter the second meditation. To eliminate them, one must use appropriate attention. Appropriate attention is also called proper consideration. This is a Buddhist term referring to viewing things or phenomena correctly according to Buddhist perspective. It is a state of consciousness arising due to conditions. The contact between senses and corresponding objects leads to the manifestation of thought streams or thought sequences. According to Buddhist concept, due to contact between senses and objects, consciousness arises and operates, called attention or mental factors. Normally, attention or mental factors arise in 2 tendencies, either wholesome or unwholesome, depending on each person's life habits. If a person is heavily burdened with greed, anger, and delusion, consciousness arises in an unwholesome direction, meaning unwholesome attention. Buddhist scriptures call this inappropriate attention or misdirected mind. Conversely, those not heavily burdened with greed, anger, and illusion have consciousness arising in the direction leading to right view or wholesome attention. This is called appropriate attention, meaning correctly directed mind. Therefore, the second meditation level is meditation practice, eliminating initial and sustained application to enter second meditation according to the OS. Third level, third meditation. The third level in the four meditations according to the Buddha is dwelling in equanimity and mindfulness with pleasure. The meaning of equanimity mindfulness is that the meditator has entered the unconscious, controlled it, meaning the mind has truly stabilized. Survival instincts and pleasure instincts are all restrained. At this time when sitting in meditation absorption, the meditator no longer hears external scenes and sounds, completely abiding firmly in their own clear, wonderful, pure inner world. The joy of third meditation is very free, peaceful, and transcends the body, as if the entire space is joyful. Fourth level, fourth meditation. This is the final and highest level among the four levels, to achieve a state of abandoning pleasure, abandoning pain, abandoning mindfulness, and purity. To abandon pleasure, abandon pain, abandon mindfulness, and achieve purity, one must focus on a single object, the breath, using the method of purifying mind direction, calming bodily activities, and abandoning pleasure, abandoning pain, abandoning mindfulness, and pleasure and suffering belong to bodily feelings. Joy and mindfulness, purity belong to mental feelings. Thus, detachment from joy, abandoning pleasure, abandoning suffering, and abandoning mindfulness and purity is the abandonment of bodily and mental feelings. Abandoning bodily and mental feelings means ceasing actions in body and mind. So one who enters the fourth jhana becomes completely still in body and mind. Body and mind no longer move even slightly. To achieve this, the breath must be purified and controlled. The practice of meditation has seen a major explosion in the past decade, with countless books, apps, and other guidance products on the market. Meditation appears everywhere, from schools and workplaces to every corner of the streets. However, recent studies show that irresponsible meditation can promote selfishness and lack of empathy. In the Journal of Psychology by H.S. Penn, Dr. Mac Drayton also affirmed that mindlessness, focusing on work rather than living, is better for everyone. Mindfulness borrows heavily from Buddhism, based on techniques used by Buddhists, but it itself is not philosophy. Mindfulness is a special type of meditation that encourages you to always live in the present moment, instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. That is, it teaches you how to live right now. Living in the present moment can be quite difficult in a hectic modern life, where we often have to work like automatons, with very little awareness of our experiences moment by moment. When this technique was first developed for stress reduction, abbreviated as MBSR, it was implemented as an 8 to 10 weekly session program. Each session usually lasts 2.5 hours, sometimes with a full-day retreat on weekends in groups. It is accompanied by homework, usually meditation. Mindfulness exercises like yoga are using MBSR in potentially stressful daily situations. Thus, mindfulness for health and happiness is a real skill that needs to be developed. Like any skill, perfecting mindfulness is a gradual, progressive effort and can take a lot of work. If you can take time to practice mindfulness daily, it can truly become part of your life and won't feel like a task. But for some people, they find it very difficult to find time to do anything for themselves. Mindfulness seems like another thing to schedule. That not only doesn't help reduce stress but also makes you more stressed and pressured. Moreover, mindfulness also has its downside, which is destroying empathy. A recent study by the University of Amsterdam examined whether mindfulness improves empathy. It was thought that because mindfulness focuses on the present moment non-judgmentally, practitioners of mindfulness techniques can be more attuned to others' emotions. However, in a study of 161 people, researchers found that mindfulness was not only less effective in enhancing empathy, but in selfish people, mindfulness actually made them less compassionate. A research interview with 60 Buddhist meditation practitioners showed that up to 88% of people had difficult experiences in meditation practice. These difficult experiences affected their lives outside meditation time. Therefore, improper meditation methods are very harmful. Indeed, some people seem to have serious negative side effects from mindfulness, including increased anxiety and depression. Altered sense of reality, amplified paranoia, inappropriate behavior, agitation, and even psychosis, although these cases are very rare. These studies are the first and important evidence to warn against using mindfulness and meditation as a one-size-fits-all approach to life's difficulties. Like any therapeutic technique, mindfulness is a tool, and if used in appropriate circumstances, it can be beneficial, but not without risks for some people. That's modern development trends, life. So, first, you should turn to meditation to eliminate stress, find relaxation and peace in your current life. Come to meditation with such simple intentions, rather than trying to achieve levels of meditation. Because in life, the most precious thing is health. Meditate to improve your health and find a teacher who guides you with the correct method. Additionally, there are now many popular meditation methods widely applied that you can use, for example, mantra meditation. Mantra meditation, also known as mantra meditation. This is an extremely prominent form of meditation in many teachings, including traditions in Hindu. This type of meditation often uses repetitive sounds to clear the mind. It can be as simple as a word, phrase, or sound, such as Om in Tibetan teachings. It doesn't matter whether the sound is made loudly or softly. After you practice mantra meditation for a long time, you will feel more alert and harmonious with your surrounding environment. This also allows you to have a good experience of deeper levels of awareness. Some people love mantra meditation because they find focusing on a word easier than focusing on the breath. This is also a suitable method for those who don't like silence and enjoy repetitive activities. Spiritual meditation is widely used in the religions of Eastern countries, such as Hinduism, Taoism, and even in Christian faith. Spiritual meditation is similar to prayer in that we need to reflect on the silence around us and seek a deeper connection with God or the entire universe. Essential oils are also used simultaneously to enhance the spiritual experience. Spiritual meditation can be practiced at home. Spiritual meditation practice will suit those who love tranquility and are seeking spiritual growth. Focused meditation is a method that requires participants to concentrate intensely, using any of their 5 senses. For example, we can focus all our attention on something internal, like the breath, or also utilize external cues to help focus our attention. Try counting mala beads, listening to the sound of a gong, or staring at a burning candle flame. Focused meditation may sound simple in theory, but it can be relatively difficult for beginners to maintain focus for several minutes. If the meditator gets distracted, it's important to return to the practice and refocus as much as possible. As the name suggests, concentration meditation is an ideal method for anyone wanting to improve their focus in life. Visualization meditation, also known as imagery meditation, is a technique that focuses on enhancing feelings of relaxation, comfort, peace, and tranquility by visualizing scenes. Flowers beside the path shine with positive. With this meditation method, the most important thing is to imagine a vivid, realistic scene and use all 5 senses to fully enjoy it. Another form of visualization meditation involves imagining oneself achieving success with specific goals, to enhance focus and motivation. Many people use visualization meditation to improve mood, reduce stress, and promote inner peace. Meditation practice is not only about sitting meditation, but also includes walking meditation, meditation while walking, standing meditation, lying meditation, and eating meditation. However, all meditation methods aim to fully focus the mind on the action being performed. This may sound easy, but in reality, we're easily distracted by other thoughts and emotions everywhere, all the time. For example, simply sweeping the house while thinking about what to eat this afternoon, driving while worrying if the children are behaving well at school, preparing to sleep but worrying about a new project at work. These streams of thoughts and emotions often appear when we are working, causing us to be distracted, lose focus, and unable to be fully present in the moment. Therefore, sitting meditation will help you balance your emotions and bring many out of it. Finally, if you truly wish to practice, find a good teacher to guide you in proper meditation to avoid unwanted harm. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video.